I work in the building.
What do you do?
I'm an architect.
Do you think you're the one?
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay. I'm supposed to say, that's interesting, but then you say...
But what?
But you already know what I'm going to tell you.
I'm not the one.
Sorry, kid. You got the gift. But it looks like you're waiting for something.
It's the architect, man. Errol the Truth Spence Jr. Is he really the truth? I want to know. I'm sure a lot of us want to know. This is the thing about Errol Spence. Well, stuff in general. Let me say something about myself. I can appreciate a good salesman. I've been sold stuff before. We all have. One thing is, in boxing, though, I don't like being sold stuff. As far as when it comes to individual fighters, I like being sold the fight or the event, but not individual fighters so much. You got to prove it. It's not like just a product you pick up from the store. I'm looking to be entertained, and I'm looking to see guys progress. I'm looking to see guys tested. I want to see them, become these great guys that people say that. I tend to root for the big time prospects. I want to see that. I want to see the sport grow. I want to see guys. I want to see as many great fights as possible. And Errol Spence Jr., man, he's got talent. You can watch it and you can see how he runs his combinations off. Good little, head movement. He's got the good body attack. He tends to try to take his man out. But let's just be honest, man. He hasn't fought anybody of real significance. And we keep hearing his name. And we got Floyd pushing him hard. We keep hearing tales of how he went to the gym and, gave Floyd all he can handle. And Floyd kicked him out. And he gave Floyd a black eye. We get that. Things happen in the gym, man, and training for fights. And it's like, I want to see this stuff. I want to see his stuff. And time keeps going by. Floyd didn't retire since then. Had a few fights since then. And things have happened. It's just like, why isn't he getting these fights? What is it? And what I tend to see a lot of times, or even believe, is when guys, get to their, he's 26 now. When guys get to their mid-20s and stuff like that, and they haven't been put in a big stage, it tends to be because the team or the promoters kind of know something. That's how I've always felt. And yes, they're trying to bring them up slowly, but, how when is being brought up slow too slow? Terrence Crawford was like 25-ish, 26-ish before he started getting, some real, notable fights. But he still wasn't talked about, in the way that they talk about, Errol Spence. It's working out for Deontay Wilder now, but, Deontay Wilder came into the sport late. We kind of, know Errol Spence to be a guy who's been in it for a little while. And I look and I don't see any Olympic medals for Errol Spence, or I've heard stuff, good stuff, but like I said, he looks very talented, but I don't know how good he is until he fights a solid guy. I don't think you throw him to the wolves like a Keith Thurman right off rip, because I would not pick him, because I don't have a real gauge on it, because you can't jump that far. You know what I mean? From the guys he's fought, and yeah, he's interesting, man. I hope this is a big year for him. I hope they bring him up and he just starts gradually fighting better and better guys, because I'm like thinking to myself, like, Floyd and Canelo and Oscar and Muhammad Ali. History shows that, a lot of these guys, tend to fight really good competition, in their early 20s and stuff like that. And and you can kind of see the special ones early. I mean, Errol Spence, like I said, no disrespect to him, he's 26 though, man. I'm looking, when I hear, you know, of a guy being talked about like this, I tend to think of a guy in his late teens, young 20s, and I'm like, man, he older than me. And so I'm like, well, what is the problem? Like, why is he being held up like this? You know, what is it going to take for him to start getting these fights, man? He's without Heyman. So, I mean, they have the fighters to put there with him. I'm just waiting to see if he really is the truth. I hope he's really good. I really do. Like I said, it's good for the sport. I hope the guy is really good. He seems like a cool, humble guy, for the most part, you know. Probably needs to be a little more vocal, you know, not derogatory or anything like that, but you know, let your personality show. I mean, his personality could be very quiet and calm, but you know, it's hard to sell fighters when, you know, they're not out there and, you know, promoting their self. You know, this is the entertainment industry, but yeah, man, is he the truth? You know, for the sake of the sport and my entertainment, I would hope so, but I just do not know. I hope this is a good year for him. I hope he gets on some undercards and some big fights, and, you know, we see him more on PBC or something. But yeah, who is he gonna fight, man? Is he the truth? We're gonna have to wait and see. I'm out.